Bam! What is going on? Oh man, geez. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to this week's episode of the Ominus Show. This is episode number 48. 2 episodes away from the big 5-0, and we're chugging along, doing the best we can, doing the best I can to bring you an entertaining next hour and maybe some change, hour and a half. So yeah, welcome to the Ominous Show. I'm your host. My name is right here. I'm Elliot Rodriguez. I am a comic book artist. I'm based in South America in Peru, and yeah, I do all kinds of great comic book art. I'm a Comics Gate artist, also, in case anyone's wondering. I wear that proudly, just to let you guys know. And yeah, so welcome to the Ominous Show, the show that talks about comics, Comics Gate, and pop culture, anything pop culture related, anything that can be of any kind of interest to us. And yeah, so today we are at the mercy of we are at the mercy, as always, of the wheel. We're going to go right into it. I'm going to share with you guys the wheel. We have a lot of topics today. I think I'm going to just keep going until I cover all these topics. Hopefully not have anything left over from, because I got a few topics here that were left over from last week. Hopefully I can cover everything today and then not have these topics, from lagging on. So let's try to cover everything today, knock everything out the park. I just want to say hello to all of the Rodriguez's in the chat. We got plenty of Rodriguez's in the chat. We have more to spare. And yeah, so Dennis is here. What's going on, Dennis? Always a pleasure to see you. My sister is here also in the chat. A pleasure to see you. We have some excellent news in regards to my sister being in the chat, and also Ominous. So we'll check that out later today. Dennis says, be based in South America. I am based, super based, mega based. Is that such a thing? Super mega based. All right, so let's take a look at the topics for today. We got fan art rights. Shane Davis shared a very interesting video about fan art. And I, being an artist, have a few things. I want to see the video, and I want to. Well, actually, I've already seen the video, but I want to touch base on that. Make a few comments in regards to that, because he mentioned some really interesting points. We also got Street Fighter. If you haven't heard Street Fighter, there's a Street Fighter movie coming out. I guess it's to go head to head with Mortal Kombat. So we got that going on. We also got Kelsey. Kelsey is apparently alive. If you looked at the thumbnail, you would see that someone has made contact with Kelsey. Is it actually Kelsey? Was it not just a Kelsey impersonator? We don't know, but I'll share with you all the information I have. I would like to say that I did a better job bookmarking my topics. We'll take a look at it. We'll see what happens. And also, what's going around in the news on the X is this whole thing of cancel Netflix again. We're canceling again. Are we? I don't know. And then I got this interesting topic. I'm calling. There's an account on X called Peru Out of Context, and it shows all kinds of different things. But my topic is Peru Out of Context, where I'm going to show you something funny or something just weird or bizarre that happens in Peru. Not saying that these things only happen in Peru, no, because we got idiots all over the world. But there's just some things that I see on the internet that I would like to share with you guys. And you guys let me know if you get a kick out of it, or we can eliminate that altogether. You guys let me know. And then I also got promote 2 books. I think people dig that. Get to promote some books, take a look at some campaigns. We can also take a look at this whole thing of what's closing and what's opening soon. So we could probably take a look at that. You guys let me know. And then ominous updates. I have updates, awesome updates concerning this young lady here in the chat, my sister. So we'll take a look at that if the wheel determines it, if the wheel picks it. So we'll just run with that. No, I want to say hi to the people that are jumping in the chat. We got Hojo. What's going on, Hojo? Hojo, if I'm not mistaken, is either running or has already ran or in the process of running a campaign for mythicals. So shout out to Hojo. Get a row. Hold on. Get a robo shin one. Did I say that right? Is that one gun? What's going on, man? So what's up? What's up with you, man? I hope you're doing all right. Apex is in the chat. Kelsey is alive. Apparently, we'll take a look. We'll see what's going on with that. Pitima is in the chat. Pitima, just very quickly. I went to the post office, and Peru is currently still not shipping anything out. So hopefully, I don't know. I don't know, because it's been a month and the stuff is ready to go. So I don't know. I think I may have to find an alternate means of sending it to you. So let's just hold on for a minute, or let me know what you think. Just contact me on X. My doors are completely open. I'll see. So yeah. No. And then Hojo says, I always have a campaign. Yeah, that is true. Hojo is a hardworking man. He's always got something or other, going on. Great stuff, man. So it says, what if Netflix is interested in making Ominus into it? We'll get into all that stuff. Let's hold on for the question just for a moment. Let's spin the wheel first. And I also have a disclaimer about the wheel. Last week, one of the wheel topics was this whole situation with what's his boy's name? His name is John's Dongbox. I'm going to officially christen that guy Dongbox because he keeps on bashing CG and he just won't stop. He won't stop, can't stop. So I want to take the high road and just call him, John's Longbox. No, but Dongbox is a well-deserved name. He earned it. No, so I'm going to call him that. Or maybe I should. I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah, last week we showed some clips of him and Chuck Dixon going back at it and talking about how they're attacking CG and how Comicsgate is going to just eventually tank. And I made some comments about that. And so you can check that out in last week's video. But in that section, that one topic, I took like 40 minutes of the show. So I'm going to try to cut back on that and try to give me maybe a 10-minute limit to each one of these topics, because I don't want to also just deviate and just talk about one single topic. Unless it's, I don't know. Unless it's talking about Kelsey or cancel Netflix. I don't know. But I'll try my best. I'll try my best to just limit 10 minutes, I guess, to each topic. So let's kick it. Let's begin. Spin. What do we got? All right. We're gonna start by promoting 2 books. If you have any name of any book in on your mind right now, please dump it in the chat, and I'll take a look at it right now. I got one that I really, really want to promote. Crap. And I would love to organize a time with this person. I think I may do that. I just got the green light from my production team. My production team is my wife. If she doesn't sign off on it, nothing happens. Yes, that's just how it is around here. That's why I say my wife, she's the reason why all this happens, because without her approval, nothing gets done around here. So this is the campaign that I want to promote. I want to show this off right now. Hopefully I can make it so that I can have this person on the show. But what I am promoting is, let's take a look. Oh yeah. No. I don't want to use any of these cookies. Get off. I don't want cookies. No cookies. Yeah, Dennis got it. Black Riding Hood. Black Riding Hood 2 is currently funding. So the link is in the chat. Here is the link. Pow. So yeah, back the book. This is a campaign by Coach Malin. Coach does impeccable campaigns. Speaking of which, I didn't get to show this off last week, but I'm showing this off now. Yeah, buddy. Got my graveyard shift books. This is volume 1 and volume 2. So great. John Malin art all over this thing, man. Just amazing stuff. Yeah, I was reading this and I'm gonna spoil. This has been out since forever, no, so you guys be all right. But check this out. I'm gonna show you guys this. I don't know if you guys see this right here. This text, this blurb right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'll read it for you. It says, all of my work was just data for Van Helsing's more ominous designs. Project Nosferatu had saved me. Ominous. Making an appearance in Graveyard Shift Volume 1, way back in the day. Who could claim that? My title is in Graveyard Shift. Did you guys know that? Good stuff, man. So yeah, this is the campaign that I would hopefully I would love to have Coach on and talk to him about it. If I do have Coach on, if I do manage to get that, then it would not be a morning show because Coach doesn't do morning shows. So I may have to schedule it for a Saturday evening. So you guys just be on the lookout. I may be able to do it. I don't know. It's hard getting a hold of a Coach. He never answers his messages. Or maybe that's just me. It's all good. I have no complaints or nothing like that. So but yeah, so hopefully we can get Coach to come on. And yeah, Black Riding Hood 2. I did not get this book the first time around. I didn't get the mailing cut for number 1. I wasn't sure about pulling the trigger on it or not, just to be honest. I was like, man, should I get it? Should I not get it? But I am going to get this, and I'm going to hold on backing this until hopefully I get Coach on. So I would like to back it while he's on the show. But yeah, I will love to pull the trigger on this. I'm planning on doing that, and simply because of all of the conversation and all the talk and the hoopla about it. You know, people have been commenting about this. Is like a great 10-page story, a great story, and so I know. I know what Malin is capable of, and I know the kind of the stuff that he likes to do, his art style, completely 90s. Love it, dig it, and he holds no barred when it comes to pushing the envelope. You know, so yeah, I think John Malin is obviously like the black label of CG. Like his artwork, his style, his art, his storytelling, everything leads into that. So if Black Riding Hood 2 is coming out. I didn't get the first one, so I would love to get the chance to get the first and the second one. I also want to see him rock this Die Hard as a Christmas movie sweater. Hopefully we can make that happen. Yeah, where are we at? Where is the campaign at? We're at 78,790. Sweet. If anybody in the chat backs either this book or backs the next book that I'm going to promote, I will open a can of beer and just take a few sips if you guys like that so much. But yeah, so back this. Let me know in the chat if you did. Get Black Riding Hood number 1. Number 2. I dig this cover. Awesome stuff. Here's Shay Davis's cover. This is Ethan's cover. Beautiful cover. But yeah, so that's it. That's what we got for Black Riding Hood 2. There's also this variant cover. I don't know. I thought this was 24 hours. It is. Maybe it's not available now because this was up for a while. So who knows? But yeah, so let me know in the chat what other book you'd like me to promote. Like, yeah, exactly. I'll show you some stuff about that. Yeah, Apex says John's dong box insulted CG. CG's mainly consumer movement. Dong box insulted the consumers more than the creators. That's true, man. That's not cool. Not cool at all. So yeah, he earned his name, John's dong box. He earned that name. You know? Whatever. That guy sucks. Then it says next week make a stream with Mint Salad, dude. I have all the respect in the world for Mint and for Riley for all they do, but having a person that creates that kind of content on my show, I'm not too inclined to do. You know, so Yeah, there's no disrespect to Mint's a cool girl. She does really good reviews, and she's a positive force to CG. But that's not something that I'm a big fan of. So but yeah, I don't mean that in any disrespect to Mint. She does great work, but no, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. And yeah, so Black Riding Hood, there's a link. What up, Fedbat? What up, chat? What's going on, Scribe? Great to see you, man. Malin is, yeah, definitely. And Malin is up there, up there, up there, up there. It says I didn't know there was a first Black Riding Hood. Man, must have been before my time. It was actually a few years ago. He did like a really quick campaign. And he did Black Riding Hood, the mail-in cut. Um, there was just a limited amount of copies for that. I think it was just 200 copies. I'm not sure exactly how they did that, but there was a time where you could back Black Riding Hood #1. There was a time for that, and I didn't get in on it. I saw it. I was looking at it. I like the concept, but I was like, man, should I get this? Because I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have money to back every single campaign in CG, so I have to really like look at which campaigns I back. And it's just to let you guys know, like some of my criteria for backing the campaign is I one question I'm going to be honest with you guys. One question that I have in the back of my mind is what can I learn from this comic? You know, what can I learn? And in many cases, with other creators, like for example, I got here Wraith of God. I had to back this. I love Aaron Lopresti's art. I had to get this. And so what I'm learning from, for example, on this is like page layouts, how to render. Hold on, let me show you guys rendering pages and stuff like that. No, a lot of great stuff here. Stupid thing. Hold on, give me a second. A lot of great stuff here. A lot of great, wonderful art. A lot of great stuff here. Wonderful art. So just looking at panel layouts, looking at how he does his artwork, how much sketching, how the rendering, how heavy the rendering is. Also taking a look at his lettering, things like that. So I look at everything. So I study this. I study what Lopresti does. I study what John Malin does. I study what Kenneth Rocafort does. I study what I study what Ethan does. I study everybody. So if I can get some study benefit from that, then I'll back it. Also, if I hear how good it is, I will also back it. So I mean, I gotta really pick which ones I back, which ones I don't. So that's no offense to any other creator, because I just don't have that kind of money, man. I just can't back every single project that comes out. There's so many projects out there. Digital stuff, I do try my best to back every digital thing that I can find, because it's just $5. It's not too much money, and I will love to read and support that creator. And I try my best to promote as many projects as I can while I have this platform. So there's that. So yeah, so I didn't get Black Riding Hood 1. I'll hopefully be able to get it, and yeah, so that's what's up. Ominus appeared in Graveyard Shift #1, 2019. That's right. You heard it here first. I like to afford to get the cover your ass box. Yeah. So I don't have all the covers of every project either. I don't. Sweet. All right, cool. Let's hold off on that because then that could be me, and then that could be you also. We could probably do it on the show, and that would be great if we could do that. 24 hours only available in the box now. All right, so the second book I'm going to campaign, because it's the only thing that I've seen in the chat from you guys, is Fembat. So just give me a second and I'll bring that up. So we can bring up Fembat by the awesome Apex. Apex has been in CG for a long time, and he's an awesome supporter, creator, all that good stuff. So I have no problem in sharing his stuff. No, he's one of the good guys. All right, so the link to his campaign is below. Remember, if you back either Fembat or Black Riding Hood right now, I will open up a can and drink on stream. I'm not going to get drunk, no, but I'll take a few sips. And yeah, so let me continue reading your chat. I love reading your chats. You guys just keep bringing them in. I love reading. And also, I want to apologize. I have a serious attack of allergies and sniffles and congestion, and I sound like crap, I sincerely apologize. It's winter time here in South America, Peru. This is why I got my jacket on. It's winter time here. It's cold, and I'm sneezing. And it's all kinds of crap, and I apologize for that if I sound weird or weirder than normal. And yeah. Hey, can't support Indiegogo. Yeah, I think yeah, you've been very vocal about that. And could you tell me again, Hojo, why is it? I think it's the tip thing. I think it's like fraud with the tip. Not sure. And all right. Then it says the 24-hour cover is only available in the box now. Yeah, okay, I got you. I want to do something like that. Yeah, I want to do something like that. La esposa will Ricardo you if you do. That's true. It's very true. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's offensive to my wife, and I also find it offensive also to do something like that. So I'm not gonna do that just out of my own decisions. No, it's I wouldn't condone that kind of thing. Somebody else could see me doing that, and I don't want to condone that kind of behavior either. Not saying that I'm not going to go as far as to like get into anybody's business and say, hey, you shouldn't do that. But I mean, continue doing your thing. Continue doing your thing. Just I want to be away from that. But yeah, I mean, I've shared streams with. I know it's no problem at all. No problem at all. But yeah, that's my take on that. So, which is when I'm working on stuff, I really look around to see what's out. Mainly stream super late, and I'm in bed because I'm old. Yeah. I hear that. And Dr. Mass says, can't back anything. My criteria is if it is Graham Nolan, I am in. Everyone else I wait to see Wraith of God is a no-brainer as well. Yeah, I can't back everything. I have to just be very nitpicky with what things I've gotten. Like, for example, I haven't backed the Graham Nolan book at all yet. I may one day, but I haven't yet at the moment. No, I like Graham Nolan. I like his art style, but his art style is not my type of thing. I'm more Ethan Van Sciver. I like that kind of detail in the art. My art reflects some of that. No, and Graham Nolan does really simple line work. I mean, it's great. I don't know. It's just not my style. I like it. Amazing artist, no, obviously, no, but I tend to lean more towards like the over rendered stuff. It's what I like. And Aaron LaPresse is like the sweet spot. He's like he renders just the right amount. He doesn't throw away any lines. What's that called? Economy of line. He's got great economy of line. And yeah, I like that stuff. This page is awesome. I want to wrap it up with. I'm going to wrap it up in a second with promoting 2 books, but this page is awesome right here. Look at that. Look at that stuff. Yeah. If you haven't gotten Garbage Man, you need to get Garbage Man. Garbage Man is off the hook. That's a great book. Great book. Great work. And yeah. Says you have to kick ass videos. You have kick ass videos, Hojo. Yeah, okay. You have to kick ass. Pretty much says I love Aaron LaPresti. All his stories, I trust in it. Yeah, he can never fail with Aaron. He does great work. Garbage Man, if you haven't gotten it, get that also. Wraith of God. For example, I haven't backed Kit Carter, and I keep hearing great things about that, so I'm changing my mind, and I may back that eventually one day. I'm really sorry. Hojo says, thanks, Apex. I appreciate that. It's all other people. I have no skills. All right. And Apex says, I trust 75% of CG creators. The other 25%, I will have to wait and see. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Especially me in my case, I'm a first-time creator. I have to earn my my trust in backers. Also, I'm working on that. I forgot I had a wrench. It's probably the spooky season after all, and I got the bestest deals around. Yeah, go ahead, use it. Yeah. Really, I just thought you were coked out. Coked. I'm all right. A can of whoop ass or beer. Yeah, one of those two. Fraudsters. Oh yeah, Fraudsters. Indiegogo. Indiegogo used to be good 6 years ago. They got woke 3 years ago. Yeah. What's going on, Pete? Peter is in the chat. Peter has art in Ominus. Ayo, stopping by for the like, working from home today. It's awesome stuff, man. Yeah, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, please. I have Graham Nolan's autograph. Does that count as a qualifier? Electric is a crosshatcher. Sweet. Elliot is a crosshatcher. Yes, I love crosshatching. Kid Carter's really good. What's going on, Marinus? CG Comics Game Pros like mainly the best impression on the mange. Yeah. For example, I didn't get Inglorious Rex when it first came out. I thought it wasn't. I thought it was not that it didn't grab my attention at first. But 100 six figures on the first campaign, six figures on the second campaign. I keep hearing so many great things about the story, and his art. It's just amazing, also. And so, for example, with the pinball machine thing, I went ahead and got book 1, 2, and 3. So I'm excited to jump into Glorious Rex. And so, yeah, I mean, I have to be picky or whatnot with that. All right, so you guys don't want to see me drink. I appreciate you guys keeping me sober. And so no drinking going on today. So those are the 2 books that I shared. Black Riding Hood 2. Hopefully, I can get Coach on the stream. I will let you guys know if I do manage to get that. And then Fembat Volume 1 by Apex. This guy right here. The links are in the chat. All you mods, which is everyone in the chat, basically, please drop the link so people can back. All right, good. So we're done with that. Let's continue. We got fan art right, Street Fighter, Kelsey is alive, cancel Netflix, and whatnot. Let's see what the wheel chooses. Let me get my my bookmarks. I got these. All right. You guys leave me alone. I got these. Let me see. Do I have these? Fucking A. Bring that down. I don't know if you guys have seen what's going on with Street Fighter. It's completely under my radar. I haven't really noticed too much about it, but I'm taking like a closer look. Sorry, that's not the right one I wanted to share. I'm taking a closer look at this stuff. Wait. And I'm super impressed by what I'm seeing. Like it's crazy. Have you guys seen this? That's why I decided to talk about this, because I'm looking at this stuff and it's insane. Hold on. Here we have the roster for Street Fighter. Crap, this is probably too small. We got Andrew Koji, who's playing Ryu. I call him Ryu, not Ryu. Ryu. We got Noah Centineo, who is Ken. Kalina Liang, who is Chung Li. We got Cody Rose as Guile. And I just gotta say, man, that the casting on this is really good, surprisingly good. We got Oliver Richards as Zangief. It looks identical. Vidyut Yamal, some Indian guy. I don't know, but he looks like no. I mean, I could see. Yeah, I think it's gonna look great. Jason Momoa is Blanca. What do you got? You just paint him green, maybe. 50 Cent. 50 Cent is in he's in the movie. He's Balrog. I don't know how you guys pronounce that, but we got E Honda in there. We got David. I don't know how to pronounce it. Das Malchin as M Bison. Roman Reigns is Akuma. Akuma's in it. Andrew Schultz as Dan. Dan is in the movie too. We got Eric Andre as Don Savage. We got Mel as Cammy. We got Julie. I don't know who that is. You guys let me know who that is. Then we got Joe. The cast looks great. What do you guys think? Oh crap! Wait. Open the beer. Backed Fembat. Did you? Hold on. Crap. Man, this guy's gonna get me in trouble. Dennis is. I don't know. I don't know what to think about Dennis, man, because he wants me to drink. He wants me to I don't know. Wait, is that correct? Apex, can you confirm? Ryu Hadouken. Is that true? Hold on, let me bring this down. Let's bring down the Hadouken and let's bring back up the Fembat. Man, I didn't look at how many backers it's had. Crap. Can you confirm this? Beer time. Are you doubting me? 1 second. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm gonna play the trailer. I'm gonna play the trailer and then I'll get the beer and then come right back. Just give me a second. Jeez, you guys. Okay. All right. Why did I talk? I want to repeat the video. Hold on, just 1 second. Me no happy. I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, it's true. Apex is confirming it. Everybody in the chat's confirming it, so it must be true. Dag nabbit. So this is for you, Dennis, and for Apex. For thank you very much for backing the campaign. Oh, you know I'm sick, right? You know that's not going to help me, right? I appreciate how much you guys love me. I can hate. So yeah, thank you very much for backing Fembat. Fembat is at the $2,000 mark. We got one for Apex. I'm taking this one for the team, man. Apex, you hear me? I got Noxy 100. What's going on? I don't think I've seen you around before. Thank you very much. Says Julie is one of Cammy's sisters. She's one of her sisters? Sweet. I had no idea. I remember Cammy, but I don't remember Julie. Wow. But she's not the one that says I don't. She's not the one. She says I don't think. Yeah, we're gonna try. Thanks very much, Pretty Boy. Put the drunk stream back up. I missed it. No, dude, I deleted it. Going forward, if I do something stupid like that again, I will private the stream and then I'll probably like unlock it for members only or some crap like that. But yeah, I'm not. I deleted that stream, so that stream doesn't exist. If you want to see, me and my shenanigans, check out Ballers from that same night, August 29th. Check it out. But no, I'm not doing any shenanigans on the show today. All right, so that's down. So we took a look at let's take a look at Street Fighter. Check out this impressed the crap out of me. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Wait, hold on. I'm doing something wrong. My bad. I did something wrong with that. Yeah, check it out. Insane, right? That looks great. Looks really good. I dig how they're doing that. Awesome stuff, in my opinion. Hold on, I gotta share something else. Here's another video. This is a video of Chung Lee and Ken. Chung Lee and Ken. Let's take a look at this. Hold on. Crap, where did it go? Let me just give a second. Let me share the screen. This is Chung Lee and Ken. Take a look at this. Look at that. Man, that looks just like Ken. That looks just like Ken. Straight up. I dig it, yo. So yeah, so that's what we have for Street Fighter. We got Balrog. We got I hope that's how you pronounce his name. That's how I pronounce it. But every time I think about Street Fighter, I can't help but think of this awesome stuff here. Hold on, let me try to look for it. I don't know if you guys remember this. Hold on. You guys remember this Street Fighter? Right, Chow. Look at that. Yeah, take a look at that. Van Dam. We also got Bison. Look at that. Remember that? Bison from back in the day. DJ. Cammy. That's the Cammy I remember. Not saying that they're better, but this is what I remember back in the day. So I don't know what it'll be like today. But it looks great. I'm impressed by the casting. I'm impressed by everything that I've seen so far coming out of the show, or coming out of the movie. Can't wait to look for more stuff, to see more stuff. It looks very promising. Very, very promising. All right, so let's take a look now at the next topic. Street Fighter is done. Goodbye, Street Fighter. Let's take a look at the next topic. Right there on the line. Kelsey. Is Kelsey alive? Is Kelsey alive? Now, for people that don't know, Kelsey Shannon is a comic book artist. He does great work. Me particularly, I'm not a big fan of his artwork. I love the energy that he has in the artwork, but what I most enjoy and love about Kelsey's artwork is his coloring work. He's got amazing colors, amazing colors. And in Wraith of God, he colors I think is it Wraith of God? No, it's not Wraith of God. I think it's in book 3. He's coloring some pages with Aaron Lepresti, and it just looks immaculate. Right here, sorry, Nightclub. This is where oh man, great stuff right here. Hold on, give me a second. Nightclub. Colors by Kelsey Shannon right here. Great, great, great work. And this is, I was just showing this off earlier. This page right here. The line art is impeccable and the colors are immaculate. Look at that stuff, yo. I love his palette. I love it. I love it absolutely. Anything that Kelsey's in, I try my best to grab it though. He's also doing he did Nexus. I got that also, but I got the digital version of that. And immaculate colors, yo. Just great work. This channel may get flagged because of Aaron Lepresti now. He might strike this channel now. You're spoiling the book. We're trying to get you some sales, man. Trying to get you some sales. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Yeah, I so miss Kelsey. He also did artwork in Kit Carter. Oh man, I can imagine. Great stuff. And so yeah, Kelsey has this habit. It's happened before. He's got this habit of appearing and then just completely disappearing. He'll disappear and he'll wander off for a few months and then appear again. Ta-da! I was here the whole time, fuckers. So he's got this habit of doing that. But apparently this time he's been missing for much longer than normal. And so now people are worried. And Ethan took the liberty of doing a DoorDash and getting someone out to his house. He did this on CG Live. I think it was on Tuesday night. I was able to grab to see a few snippets of it. I didn't take a look at the whole stream, but he was able to send out DoorDash and make contact. So we'll take a look at that. So this is what we got in regards to that. Kelsey Shannon is alive. Is he though? That's my question. Is he though, for real? Did anybody actually see him that knows who he is? Because the Uber guy saw him, but did anybody else actually see him? And so here, Ethan sent them food. What is that? Popeyes? Is that Popeyes? And it says waiting on someone to come to the door still. Okay, are there lights on? He should be home. He was genuinely surprised. Ha ha ha. He got it. Yay. Did you tell him it was from Comicsgate? And see just now. 1 second. My allergies are kicking my ass. But yeah, so that he did that. Did you tell him it was from Comicsgate? And that's what we heard. So I think this is Uber Eats. So the Uber Eats guy apparently made contact and gave it to Kelsey. Kelsey then later confirms, or apparently Kelsey confirms. Casey. Apparently Kelsey confirms, and here we have his confirmation. He says, "Thanks for the chicken." Let's read this. Thanks for the chicken. People don't knock on my door this late. That guy was lucky I was in a good mood. Ha ha. Thank you, Comicsgate. Thanks, Ethan K. And it says up top it says Comic Kelsey to Ethan Van Sciver, 11:27 p.m. So, is that a confirmation that Kelsey is alive? Is it or is it not? I have no idea. Also wanted to share this with you. This was pretty funny. It is Popeyes, though. But yeah, this is where I got the thumbnail from for this video. I want to give props to where props is due. This is from Norin Rad. Be sure to follow him on X. He's a great guy. He focuses more usually on video games and stuff like that. Great Final Fantasy fan. Great guy. So yeah, you see that? I bookmarked it. I'm being a good boy. So yeah, so that's what it is. Apparently Kelsey is alive. He's alive and well. So celebrations in order. Is he going to put on any artwork? I have no idea if he's going to do any artwork, if he's putting anything out. I know he owes Ethan a lot of pages or some pages. Will he get that done? I have no idea. Ben Herrera's already on the job working on Frog Meets World, so who knows? But glad to know that he's alive, if that's the case. And yeah, so always happy to know about him, and hopefully he's doing great. So awesome stuff in that regard. And so that's it for that. Let's take a look. Let's go back to the wheel. Kelsey is alive. Bam. All right, let me take a look at the chat. I'm falling behind on the chat. I want to try to read everything, but I am falling behind. This is way back. Hold on. I backed the OG Compass Gate pros like Malin, EVS, the Preston Nolan. Kid Carter is really good. If you recommend it, then I'll definitely have to check it out. Aritas is here. Dr. Marks. Christian Rush is another guy we'll support pretty much anything. Yeah, he does a lot of work. He's done K Cryptid, Seminate Men's Before Sundown. His artwork is automatically noticeable and great stuff, man. And Peter has a ton of energy in his art. Yeah, definitely. 90s all the way around. A lot of hatching. 90s hatching. Great stuff. Back to back. Open a beer. They are pushing the casting type for Street Fighter hard. Yeah, I love it. I love Street Fighter. It looks great in my opinion. Hadouken. Goes to show you how well the new Mortal Kombat did on the back end. Yeah, it's influencing other IPs to do the same, to be very accurate to what they look like in the game. So that's great. Roman Reigns says, Akuma, come on. Why is that bad? He looks like him. But I don't. But yeah, as far as acting, I don't know if he's a good actor. But then again, you're watching a Street Fighter movie. I don't know how much. You're not gonna want Daniel Day-Lewis to interpret Guile, are you? I mean, come on. I mean, I see it. No, I see why. No, but we want Roman Reigns in there to fight. No, to do his his Hadoukens. At least that's my approach to the movie. Like I've never seen the guy act. I don't think he's a really good actor, but I think that for the IP that he's acting in, I don't think, you're not going to watch Shakespeare out of Godzilla versus King Kong. I mean, just throw that out there. But yeah, the question is who the central character will be. I think it'd be cool from a Guile standpoint. Oh wait, they did that in the first one though. Maybe something different. Maybe Ryu. I don't know, because the bad guys. Gotta take a look at the bad guys. Bison's in there, Vega's in there. You could do it from Chung Li's perspective, I guess, if you want to throw homage to that animated movie. Great movie. Maybe from Dan's perspective, though. That'd be interesting. Beer time. What are you doubting me? I'm sorry. Drink up. Yeah, I'm drinking fire. RJ, what's going on? RJ, great to see you in the chat, man. Be well. Yeah, I'll try my best, man. Put the drunk stream. I already talked about. Are you angry, Dennis? I'm really sorry, man. I didn't mean to upset you. Yeah, no, because try my best not to drink, and you're making me drink. So I don't know. He says I'm terrible at jump rope. She's not the one that stays. Chung Li is so cute. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Sorry about my phone, by the way. No worries at all. No worries at all. Thank you very much. Un polvito. What is that? It says, will the Street Fighter movie be released next year? I have no idea when it's being released. Ben is in the chat. Thanks to work and listening to Steven Crowder's newest changed my mind. I have not checked that out. I'll put that down. I'm not a big Steven Crowder fan, but yeah, if it's in the news, we'll check it out. CG needs to start hosting fighting game tournaments. Do you play fighting games, Noxy 100? Do you play what fighting games do you play? Lexus was pretty good. Kelsey's was Kelsey part of the mainstream? I don't think he did. I don't think he was, or he may have. I don't know. I'm not too keen on his career artistically. I don't know if he has worked for the big two or not, but I would like to say yes. Kelsey is always hard at work producing art for comics. He barely has time to live stream. Yeah. That cryptid called Kelsey sure is the talk of the town lately. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, did anybody actually see him? Do we have any actual evidence? Are there any visuals of Kelsey being out there? Is he really there? Like, I mean, I saw people say that he's there. Someone supposedly accepted the food, but how do we know it's Kelsey? How do we know it's not uh, a Kate or a Katie or someone impersonating Kelsey? How do we not know? How can we get a good confirmation? Popeyes. That's how we pronounce it here in Spanish, Peru. Popeyes. It was either Kelsey or a skinwalker with Kelsey's. It was Ed Gain dressed as Kelsey. That's what it was. Check Kid Carter out. It's a beautiful book. Yeah, Kid Carter is sitting in my pile of shame. Still need to read a bunch of books. Yeah, I just got Graveyard. Want to go through that? Yeah, good stuff. I also want to do a little shout out, special shout out to my boy Tommy Patterson. Was one of the big reasons why I bought book 5. Come on, open up. Jeez, I'm trying to say something nice about you. Open up. Tommy Patterson was the artist for Graveyard Shift number 5. He died tragically early this year. So one of CG's losses. Great artist. We spoke a lot. Not a lot, but we spoke. I'm not going to be one of those guys either. We spoke every now and then. And he offered to critique my art. And I was going to hold him to that because I got comments that I wanted his opinion on for my art. And he passed. I'm really sad to hear about that. This is for you, Tommy. Rest in peace. Que Dios te bendiga tu alma, hermano. But yeah, great artwork. I'm going to enjoy reading this. I'm going to probably here in the back. Witness John Malin, Mark Pollitt, and Tommy Patterson as they take you far beyond the blackest voice of the cosmos was further. Bloody Adventures of Graveyard Shift. Oh, man. Tommy Patterson, yo, fuck. I love that guy. He was a good guy. He was really nice. He didn't comment a lot. He wasn't really that active on social media because that guy was drawing. He did Omega Storm. He did this book. And these are pages upon pages upon pages. So it was really difficult to see him actually interact on X. But yeah, great artist. John Malin praised him a lot as being one of the best artists, best improvements of the last few years in CG. Mad respect to Tommy and his artwork. I'm going to enjoy that book so much when I get to that. But yeah, I just see. I'm looking at it right now. That's why I put it up. I'm looking at it. It's like, man, Tommy, fuck. And yeah, I don't know why it's such a shock for movie makers to actually keep story characters and costing as close to the source material. But yeah, you think it'd be a no-brainer? No, that keep it as close as you can to the actual source material, and you'll do just fine. You know, Daniel Day-Lewis to Street Fighter. Can you imagine? Like, come on, you're not going to check out Street Fighter for its acting chops, no? It's Street Fighter, not Raging Bull. Yeah, I think so. I want to go in there for some nice action. I'll put some nice punch across the face. Good stuff there, no? And Kid Carter is a fun read. I would like more. Man, that's like 3 people commented right now about Kid Carter. I have to back that now. Man, would you guys dig it if I could get Aaron Lepresti on the stream? Oh man, that would be so nice. I'm gonna have to reach out. I just want to see Roman Reigns do a raging. Oh, that would be the best. Oh, screen go black. Oh man, and him to the back. Oh man, that would be badass. Then it says no worries. Was because of your technical difficulties. What technical difficulties? I had technical. I'm sorry. Used to like Stephen more than all the weird stuff about his co-host and the divorce really soured me. His reporting work still valuable though. Both changed my mind ideas and the tour and yeah. Where's Kelsey artwork, man? All I hear about him missing deadlines and not being able to get a hold of him. That is true, no. But here, for example, here in Wraith of God Blood Hunters, there's a story. It's a short story called Midnight Run. Night Club, where Aaron Lepresti is the artist and Kelsey's doing the colors. Beautiful, beautiful work. Beautiful work. So I recommend check that out. Oh, I swear, I think it'd be worth it. Tommy Patterson time was cool. Heck yeah. Katie is in the chat. What's going on, Katie? Good to see you. Got a queen in the chat. I want to get Katie on the stream also, but she's too busy. So get Aaron in. I will back. Yeah, I think I might do that. I may have to check out Steve. Yeah. All right, good. So we finished with that. That is done. Street Fighter is out of there. So let's continue. I gotta keep going through this faster because I'm taking up too much time. I apologize to people in the chat. And I got this fan art rights. Now, this is a very interesting topic. Very interesting topic, indeed. I do a lot of fan art. A lot of fan art. I've done I've done a bunch of fan art for people that that at one point you were like, wait, you did fan art for that guy? Because it was like that. Like my whole thing when I first came onto the scene was to support the little guy, to support the small creator. What would be the best way to support the small creator? Like if I can't financially back the book, then I will at least do some fan art to show off the character. And there's a bunch of artwork that I've done over the years of several different IPs, and yeah, so I'm always working with fan art. And then I saw this video from Shane Davis talking about fan art, and I wanted to know what the ins and out with that is, especially because no. So this is the post. Fan artists need to know this legal truth, the legal truth, because there's always ambiguity, because supposedly, like for example, if you hire me to draw Batman, I'll draw Batman and I'll sell that to you, supposedly, right? But in the video, he mentions that doing that is illegal. Any artwork of any kind with a character that is not yours is something that you cannot sell. So if I want to do Batman artwork or Spider-Man artwork and I want to like make money off of that, then I can't, supposedly. So that's what we see in this video. I'm going to share the video with you. The link is in the chat. Also, if you guys want to see the video after the show, you guys are more than welcome to do that. But yeah, let's check out some of this video.
Hello, guys. Welcome to the show. I am Shane Davis, 20-year comic book veteran, and we're talking about the theft of the American comic book industry and the American comic book artists. This is coming from Yanzi, which she's not on stream today, so we're going to talk about this without her. But before we do, hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notification. So she brought this to my attention, and this is a My Little Pony comic artist, Andy Price, talking about or at first it started with him responding to somebody talking about this awesome hoodie that happened to be their artwork, Andy Price's artwork, that you could buy at Hot Topic for, I guess, $64. There's that. And this turns out that it's lifted from a piece of artwork that my understanding, unless somebody correct me if I'm wrong, they were commissioned to do. Now, that means by a private buyer, not My Little Pony, not Hasbro. This is probably a commission they did themselves. Could be at, say, a Comic-Con, could be a private commission. But it is a My Little Pony, and that artwork had been grabbed and then sold, obviously, by Hot Topic. Now, Hot Topic can't just go make ponies stuff to sell. They have to get the license from the person who owns My Little Ponies. And this becomes like a really gray area. Here's Andy Price. The original post has been deleted. They were saying Hot Topic is cooking with fire. And he said, what they cooked is fucking direct lift of my artwork. There is no capitalism without theft. I guess in his opinion, he wasn't paid by Hot Topic or whoever owns My Little Pony. Is that Hasbro? Is that Mattel? He was not paid by IDW or anybody that was publishing those books. Now, I can say, because I knew some comic artists who had worked on My Little Pony, and I'm not going to name names, but they actually have really bad deals, meaning that they don't get paid any type of royalties at all. So if My Little Pony was ever printed in any type of trade or anything like that. They only got paid. They got nothing. It didn't matter. No royalties whatsoever, which is really unheard of in the American comic book industry. It was just part of the license deal, I guess, or at least that's what they were told by the publisher with the toy, the person that hold the license. I looked at them like, so why are you doing it if it doesn't even, the page rates suck, you don't get paid a royalty? And they're like, well, look at the line that's lined up at my Comic Cons. I sell tons of original art, the commissions, all of that money just from working on the book. And, you know, they had the whole bronies lining up and all that. But that's not the point of this video. And there's another situation that kind of exercises this. This is a guy who did a mod for a video game, I guess, from 2024. This was a Batman mod he made, a skin for Hellbat. Now, I want to say there was a Hellbat design in a comic that Pat Gleason had drawn, and I think there was actually a McFarlane toy. Now, what's happening here is this artist did this mod for a video game for free, and Hot Toys is basically kind of incorporated more of their design for the mod in the video game, which this character never appeared in the video game aside from his mod. And this is Batman Arkham Origins, which I'm assuming is the game that he did the mod for. Although this character design is in the comic Hellbat, which influenced the mod, you can tell that the actual design of this is closer to the mod in the game, which this guy was never Starman here. Nobody contacted him. I'm not trying to send people after him, but he wasn't ever paid for this mod. I mean, I'm sure he put it out there or something like that. Maybe somehow you could buy it from him. I don't know. But the point of this video is like, the companies actually own the work, whether they pay for you or not. I don't know if people understand this, right? If I go and I draw Batman and I put it up on the internet, DC Comics actually owns that. Do they have the rights to print it and stuff by me? No, but they have the rights to the character. Technically, I can draw the character, but I can't take money for it. Now, this is where it gets muddy. The minute I do a commission with somebody, if somebody commissions me to do Batman, and this has been talked about before, it's just Marvel and DC has never really cracked down on it. But if I take money from you to draw you a Batman, I technically broke a law. That's theft. I don't own Batman, and I basically just sold Batman. Now, you could argue I sold my artwork, which I did, but I didn't have the rights from DC Comics to actually take money and sell Batman. So this becomes the situation, do two wrongs make a right? And I'm going to go back to Andy Price over here. And unless I'm being fed misinformation, this piece on the pony thing was a commission. I'm assuming Price got paid for the commission. Did he have the rights to sell My Little Pony? Did he have written permission to do that? Yes, it's wrong that they took his artwork and put on a hoodie. I'm not disagreeing with that. But this becomes a situation of two wrongs. Okay, maybe he was in the wrong legally to sell a My Little Pony commission, and therefore, you know, they can do wrong too, which is take his artwork from that commission. Somebody does a high scan of it, it gets up on the internet, it's there for grabs. They own My Little Pony and they're able to print it. And this is an interesting situation that I'm not going to pull it up, but this was the case with the Ghost Rider creator that was suing Marvel for Ghost Rider, for the rights of Ghost Rider. Marvel hitting back with a countersuit for selling Ghost Rider prints at Comic Cons or appearing at Comic Cons, saying he's the creator of Ghost Rider. And that's the thing. Like, there's this, I don't know, thin ice that everybody walks on at Artist Alley at every con. And whenever somebody's selling a corporate character or something they don't own the intellectual property to, whether it be Ghostbusters, Transformers, Superman, Batman, anything that you recognize, gargoyles, it doesn't matter. Unless they have written permission, they're actually breaking the law. So why is this never cracked down upon? Well, because in a lot of ways, the companies kind of see it as like, hey, that advertising for our brand. Look around. We didn't spend $1 to set up here at this con. But there's Batman all through Artist Alley. There's Demon Slayer. There's whatever. There's popular IP all over this con. And we did not have to, one, pay the con. We did not have to fly any staffers out here. We did not have to print banners. We did not have to buy expensive, I'm talking like upwards 5-figure booth space at this con. We didn't have to do advertising for our appearance at this con. We did not have to print and sell exclusives that maybe we would break even on. There are so many reasons that the companies look the other way on this. But it also makes you wonder, do people understand that they're even looking the other way on this when you're setting up at these cons and you're selling these commissions? I really feel like the average comic creator doesn't understand, or just guy making mods on the internet, that you really don't have the permission of the companies to make a Batman, period. And especially if you're trading it for money. And if you do make Batman, do know, and even if you name it your version of Batman, that they call it Hellbat in the comic, and you're selling as, this is my mod for Hellbat. Okay, first, you don't own Hellbat. And yeah, you came up with a design, but that doesn't mean that Hot Toys can't just lift it and run with it. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm no big fan of corporate America. I'm not out here defending Marvel or DC. I just feel like the average guy out there doesn't understand that who actually owns these IPs. And if you're going to put your idea, your great idea or great design of Superman or Batman, I see tons of people doing this now trying to get traction. Here's my redesign of Justice League. It's the dumbest fucking thing you can do. And I'm going to tell every artist this. It's the dumbest thing you can do, because you're giving away free ideas and free designs to Marvel and DC Comics. One, they didn't solicit you. Two, you put it out there on the internet for free. All they have to do is just scrape it, redesign it a little bit. There they go. They don't owe you a fucking thing, period. And you basically put it out there and gave it to them for free. They don't owe you. And good luck going to court with them to sue them for that. Because in the end, they own these characters upside and down up until they become public domain.
I'm gonna cut it right there because oh crap. Jeez. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so you can see the point that Shane is making, and it's not, well, he's explaining everything exactly correct and exactly how things are when it comes to fan art. Many of us jump into the scene very innocently and say, hey, I want to support this character, I want to do some fan art. And you draw that character and then you put the character out there. But in terms of legality, in the legal standpoint, and I'm not giving legal advice, but this is information that I've seen over and over again from many different sources about how legal it is to do fan art or not. But once you draw a character, you put it out there, and if you think about selling it, then you're legally you're doing something illegal. You're crossing a threshold there. You're doing something that you're not supposed to, because you don't have the rights, the creative and copyrights, the rights to put this character or IP out there just because you want to. So this is something that artists need to understand. Every artist, all creators out there need to understand this. It could be very enticing and very tempting to go out there and try to do artwork for the sake of supporting and for exposure. But there's many people out there that will take advantage of that. You can't go out there and just draw artwork and then expect that people are going to be nice enough to compensate you for that work, because that doesn't always happen. And so, yeah, I would highly recommend to be very careful of what it is that you draw, because whatever it is that you draw that you do not have license for can be used to make money, to make sales. They could put any artwork that you do to make hoodies, to make shirts, to make mugs, posters, everything. So that's why it's super important to have the rights to everything that you create. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I will choose not to, in many cases, draw a big Marvel or DC characters. I try my best not to, because it's difficult because sometimes you have this really cool idea, or but I try my best to restrict myself on that because I do a cool design and it can get taken away. And that's also one of the biggest reasons why I will never work. I will never work for Marvel or DC, even if they come knocking. I know they won't, but if that were ever the case, I will never, ever, ever work for Marvel or DC because everything that you create that has the Marvel logo or the DC logo or the superhero logo on it can potentially and will get stolen from you in some way, shape, or form. So it's not recommended to do that. No. Let's take a. I'm showing you as evidence. I'm showing you this image here to my right, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but this is a Spider-Man design, drawn, painted up by Alex Ross. I learned in a Comicsgate King Street with David Williams was on one day that David Williams was the one that created this design. So David Williams was the one that made this design popular and had this design out there, and he seldomly gets credit for that. The person that gets most credit for that is Alex Ross and his and the work that he's shown off, because this was even tied to the Spider-Man movie. But Alex Ross didn't create this. Marvel didn't create this. David Williams created this. Now, do you think David Williams is getting royalties or money or anything extra from this? He said in that King Stream, if I'm not mistaken, he said that he gets some, but it's not what you would expect if he were the sole owner of the rights to that design or that character. You can take a look also at cases like Deadpool, Cable, Venom with Todd McFarlane, Thanos with Jim Starlin, and many other examples of people that have created and contributed to Marvel, only to get fucked over in the end. So that whole dynamic between the artist busting his ass and Marvel just putting the label on it and reaping all of the rewards. That's one of the biggest reasons why I will never ever work for Marvel or DC, because I look at it in terms of the hard work you put in and the rewards that you receive in return. So I'm gonna drawing comics is difficult. It's not easy at all. A lot of time, effort, work goes into it. A lot of planning, and I'm not going to do all of that work just so that some big corporation just come in and take all of the work that I did and make all of the money for all of the work that I did. So that's a completely very big turnoff for me when it comes to working for Marvel or DC, and I would never do that because I have great ideas, or what I think are great ideas, and I'll be damned if I let Marvel take advantage of any idea that I have or may have or could possibly have. No, I'll be damned for that. Could you imagine if I introduced Deathmonger as a Spider-Man villain, and Deathmonger blows up and it just becomes like the thing everywhere? What I would make from that? Fuck no. I'm not gonna allow that. Deathmonger is my character. Zadok is my character. Ominus is my IP, and everything that I do with it, good or bad, is going to come back to me. So that's my take on that. And yeah, I fully agree with what Shane says here, and I was also not fully aware with that, and so it is something to be careful of, considerate of, because it is a real thing. That's why in CG it's very difficult to see crossover events. It's very difficult to see, like, for example, the Secret Wars type story where you have all of these CG characters, because there's a lot of back talk in regards to rights, money, logistics, and all kinds of things that have to be taken into consideration before you actually make a project like that. And it's really difficult because it's a lot of different creators. And it's a cool idea. No, hey, what's stopping you from doing that? Yeah, all of these legal issues stop you from doing that. So it's really cool, but it's difficult to pull off. And so be careful, because it is real. Now, will Marvel ever stop you? I think it's difficult to think that Marvel would stop you from drawing Spider-Man over and over again, because as Shane says, it's free publicity for them. You're marketing for them for free, which in turn is kind of foolish that you would go out your way to be the promotional arm for a company that doesn't give a crap about you. But I mean, they can't do that, so they will not crack down on that, because they also benefit from that. They also benefit from you drawing their characters, or you are sharing around their art. So they will never crack down on that. But yes, I mean, but it is possible. No, it is a possibility out there, and you can't make any money because as soon as you start making the kind of money where Marvel notices, you can best believe they're going to come at you, go all up in your pockets, and take every last dime from you. So it's not worth it. No, if you want to put effort towards something, make your own character, make your own creation, do your own thing, and don't be a victim. No, don't be a victim. Learn about the game and draw other stuff. No, so now I say this because this is what I've seen around the way, and I also speak from experience because I have done all kinds of artwork for fan art, and I'm not going to toot my own horn here, but I do want to make a point with all this that I'm going to say. We're going to take a look at some of my artwork. And I also want to shine some light to some of these IPs out here. But this is a adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters. This is the IP from our good friend Don Chin. This is my fan art take of their characters. I did this a while back. Fan art, no, way back in 2021. This is fan art. And yeah, I did this because I want to show support to Don Chin. Don Chin is a great creator. I hope that he comes back to create it because he has some great ideas. But that's one piece that I did. Here is our good friends Sean Aaron and Joe Sontag. This is a double page spread, which I have since sold. But here we have Type 1 on the left, done in my style. Adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters. This is a parody from the Turtles. Adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters. ARBBH by Don Chin. This is in the chat right here. Yeah, Don's a good guy. Yeah, definitely. No, so so this is a piece that I did. Type 1 or Sean Aaron. He was on the show during my launch and my closeout. I did this way back in the day before Joe launched Reaper Destroyer, because I wanted to be one of the first to do fan art. I was like trying to find out when is he going to launch. Oh, yeah, okay. So I was timing my artwork so that it came out around that. 2022. We can see this year, 2022. Yeah, and this was before I knew what his power set was because I had no idea. All I did was just guide myself on images, but I would do something completely different now. Now that I know what his power set is, though, because there's a lot of cool stuff that he can do. Here is Aquila, fan art piece I did for Aquila, which later ended up going on the campaign back in 2022. Thanks, man. Thank you very much. And here is Cyberfrog. I did this quite recently, actually. I did this Elliot 24. Crap. Elliot 2024. That's a Cyberfrog. I don't have this original art either. This is also has been sold. And I got Dread Knight from our good friend B.A. Turner. He pops up in the stream sometimes. This was fan art from a while back. And this fan art actually ended up being on the campaign also. So this is a great piece of artwork from BA. I don't have the original for this. BA has the original, but that's Dread Knight. Here's Fearsome. I did this quite recently also. Fearsome. With my hatching background. I love cross hatching if you didn't know. Groken fan art from 2023 as well. Groken fan art. Groken fan art from way back in the day, 2023. I don't have this original. Kenneth Rocafort has that original. This is an old school one. This is Hammerella from Ryan Wynn. He used to be a inker for DC Comics. He inked a lot of Batman IP, Batman stuff. I did this back in 21, way back in the day. Here's Isom. Isom. I did fan art of Isom, for Christ's sake. I was in that fan art contest along with everybody and their mama way back in 2023. And so yeah, so I've done all these pieces, and I have no rights to any of this work. No, I can share it because I'm the artist. But for example, if any one of these creators would want to use any of these artwork, any of these pieces, and then put it in their book or sell it, then they can. And I have no legal ground to stand on other than I'm the artist. No, but I can't really sell this no for money legally, at least. No. But will they check? No. Here's Jarl Horfis from our good friend AC Pritchard from the A Saga of Sunsets comic book. Here is King Cryptid. No, Peter Semeni's King Cryptid. I sure did. It was illegal, but I'm sorry. Numero uno, bitches. I don't get it. Was a spawn piece. Sweet. Thanks, man. And yeah, so there's King Cryptid. This piece actually ended up in King Cryptid issue number 3 and number 4. It's an ad that I took out to promote my artwork. And so yeah, so that's out there. Perfect 10 artwork for Perfect 10. I love that character. I love that story. Good series. This is also from 2022. Shadow Punk. I showed this off earlier in previous shows. Storn. This is a character named Storn from a comic called Rokon from way back in CG. I don't know if you guys know Ben Jackson. This is way back in the day. The comment crown. Okay, I got you. But that was a fan art to show off their characters. Also, really cool artwork. Max Hedstrom does excellent artwork in that book. Great work. I got a Viking Wolf from Mark Polton. Viking Wolf artwork. And this one. This is the last one that I get to. This is Aaron Lopresti's. Thank you, Apex. That Perfect 10 artwork is in one of Dave's books. He put it in a book that has all of the prints. I forgot the name of the book, but there's a bunch of prints in it, and that artwork appears. But yeah, but this is I have an interesting anecdote with this. This is a piece of art that I did for Wraith of God. Aaron Lopresti at that time was doing a Wraith of God fan art contest, and I entered. And I figured, no, if I'm going to enter this, I'm going to do things right. I'm going to draw a horse because people are they say that drawing horses is difficult. I personally don't see how it is. The anatomy's there, but people think it's difficult. So I was like, I'm going to draw a horse. It's going to be dynamic, and I'm going to do my best that I can. And I'm also going to color this one because normally I don't color my pieces, but I thought that for this one, I should color it. And I submitted it and I posted it, and people went crazy. They love the artwork. They love the piece. And I had so many people also asking me, can I get a print? Can I get a print of this? And so I made a print and I gave it for free. I gave it out for free to some of the people because at that time, and even to this day, like I will sell artwork, original artwork, and in the package, I'll slip in prints. And normally the prints that I put in there are Ominus prints. You get a Zadok print, Silas Deathmonger, and Necronox print. You'll get those prints in the thing. And there was a time where I was offering this print also. So I would put some of my prints and then I throw in the Wraith of God because that was the thing at the time. And I got when I was giving that out, I got contacted by Aaron Lopresti, and he told me, Elliot, you cannot sell this print. If you're trying to sell this print, you have to make sure that you put my name on it and make sure that you let people know that the copyright is mine. And I told Aaron, I was like, no, I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't trying to sell it. I wasn't selling it. I was giving it away for free. But I completely understand what you're saying. And so I stopped. I halted giving away this print. Um, then I kept getting more comments about give me the print, give me the print, give me the print. And so I went back and I did exactly what Mr. Lepresti, Aaron Lepresti asked, and I made this modification. No, if you guys can see that right there. No, Wraith of God, copyright Aaron Lepresti 2024. And so Peter says, oh yeah, I love this print. Wraith of God, sweet. It's in your package. But I gotta wait until they start telling me that I can send it out. But yeah, so I had to put this there, and I checked with Mr. Lopez. Like, is this okay? Can I use this? Will this make it okay to put it out there? He's like, yeah, that's perfect. That's fine. Excellent. Thank you. And so I learned that day, that it's not just put the artwork out there and share it out. You're doing it with the best intentions, and people are going to understand. No, this is business. All right. If I start making money off of Wraith of God, I'm taking that money from Aaron Lepresti. So I don't want that. No, so I want to make sure that I'm spreading the word in the positive way. So some creators are going to require this. Some others may not. I don't know, or some others may be even more strict and may put more guidelines or parameters to it. But what the point that I'm trying to make is that you don't have the rights legally to profit or to try to make any money off of anything that isn't yours. So what Shane was saying about that is 100% on point. And so all artists out there, creators out there, if you're going to make something, if you're going to do something, just try your best to make it original, make it something for yourself, so that you can reap all of the rewards for your effort and for your work. And so yeah, so that is a real thing. It's not something that people are just saying. No, it's a real thing. Like these legal rights for fan art, it's a real thing. So please be very careful about that, artists out there. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to say, and that's all I got to say about that. Hoja says, feel free to draw my monsters. I give permission to sell it and keep all proceeds. Don't jab me, man. I may take you up on that. Baystar says that Wraith of God is awesome. Thank you very much. It's the proportions when the perspective changes on horse that trips people. Yeah, that could be also. Yeah, that's true. Because you got to analyze the size of the person compared to the size of the horse, and then perspective and all that stuff. Yeah. This is a great lesson in creating fan art with copyright notices. Yeah. So Shane did a really good job with that. Yeah, I'm really happy that he put that video out there to put some clarity behind that. So there is legal stuff that you have to think about when you're doing fan art. So please be careful with that. You don't want to be someone who loses out in that sense. So I would require credit of creation, obviously. No, sweet. Thanks, Doug Bacon. Doug Bacon's in the chat. Also, now that Doug Bacon's in the chat, I want to take advantage. Don Edwards, the show, the studio, is having their 100th episode this Saturday. Check it out. All right, check it out. Check out Don's show this Saturday. He's got his stuff out there. Check it out. Great show. I think I've always said this, but the studio, that show that I was on that Saturday, one of the funnest times that I had streaming, just talking shit, talking trash to each other. It was a lot of fun. Great show. Great show. I highly recommend it. All right, so we got 3 contexts, 3 more things. Can we hit it? Let's see what's next. Sweet. After this, I'm shutting it down because this is exactly what I wanted to get to. Yeah. Ominous updates. All right, so where are we with the campaign? Where are we with the campaign? Updates. I got updates on Ominus. All right. Let's get into it. And the campaign is closed. not taking any more backers. As you can see here on the stream, it closed 16 days ago on September 15th. That was the day when it closed. So originally the campaign closed on August 29th. And so from that moment, supposedly we had to start with the fulfillment process. But in my case, I'm going to consider the fulfillment process from September 15th until now. So the estimated time for the fulfillment completion, in my mind, is going to get pushed back 2 more weeks. So I had originally put here on the campaign, estimated time, shipping time is October 14th. I'm going to push that 2 more weeks, maybe a third. But yeah. So so we're starting in fulfillment. I got together with my sister. I don't know if she's still on the stream, but I got together with my sister and we bought the books and we bought all the material. We got the books, we got the prints, we got the shipping material. Everything has been paid for, and supposedly, the books are arriving tomorrow. Supposedly, I don't know. We have gotten already. All right, my sister's here. All right, cool. So we have already gotten some of the shipping material. We got boards and bags. We're waiting. No, wait. We got the Gemini mailers, but we're waiting for the boards and bags, and we're also waiting for the books. So once that stuff gets in, we'll start with fulfillment, and we'll start getting that stuff out the door soon. I suspect that by the end of the month we'll be done with fulfillment. I suspect. We just never know what delays there could be with shipping or anything. Anything could cause a delay. And so we are on track. We got the books, we got the shipping material, and we should start sending out books sometime next week. And Ben, who's in the chat also, Base Art Department, he has already been paid for the cards here on the campaign. The Deathmonger trading cards, it says 15 backers, but this 15 is not the complete number, because apart from this 15, we have 10 that had the back that made this reward possible. So that's 25. And there's also people that backed more than one card. So we got a total of, like, I think 30 something cards for Ben, and he's putting them all in production right now. I want to take a little bit of blame if we delay with Ben, because I should have paid Ben. What was it? No, wait, we got payout this week. What am I talking about? We got payout this week. I couldn't have paid Ben earlier, but yeah, we got a payout this week. I think it was on Monday. I think Tuesday we bought the books, and I think Wednesday I paid. Yeah, no, we're okay with Ben. Yeah, so Ben says that in about a week or so, or 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half, he'll be finished with all of the cards, and then he'll ship them out to where my sister is at. And then my sister will get the cards and just begin with fulfillment and start putting everything out. So I have double checked all of the transactions. I have double checked everything. And so we're good to go. We're ready to start fulfillment as soon as we get all of the stuff in. And so, yeah, I will keep you posted on that. Supposedly next week, when we have the next Ominus show, supposedly by then I can confirm to you that fulfillment has started and that books are being sent out or have been sent out, supposedly by next week. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. And so, yeah, everything has been going great. We got 4.5 K. Just to let you guys know, all of that money is not for me. Stripe took their cut. From my comic took their cut. Gemini's taking the cut. The printer's taking the cut. Half of that also is going out for shipping. So I may get like $5 at the end of this, or I may have to put in some of my own money for this. But yeah, it's tight. Now, it's tight in my case because of my price point. My price point was $10, and there's very little wiggle room with $10. Now, the next book, the actual graphic novel, is going to be 60 something pages. So I'm going to aim for a $25 price point for the graphic novel. That's what I'm going to work with, and hopefully, Yeah, $25. No, hopefully I'll earn that with all the artwork that I'm going to put out. No, but yeah, it would be great if it was all for me, but it's not for me. This is money to make the books, ship out the books, make prints, ship out the prints, make metal cards, ship out the metal cards. And so far, nothing is going to be. Nothing is going to be. And I also have to pay this young lady to do the shipping. She's not helping me out for free. I want to compensate her for her work. So she's getting her cut also. So, and I don't feel bad at all because it's work. I know it's work, and it's work that I'm not doing. So she's helping me out with that. I'm super grateful. But yeah, it's not all going straight to me. No, no. I think I may see some profits if I do a second chance campaign. I think I may see some profits there if I do a second chance campaign. Um, what was a good price to charge for? Yeah, that's the basis. But many people have been voicing their concerns about this because sometimes people say $25 for a book that's not done by a professional is outrageous. So you have to think about that. Or $25 for a book that's only 20 pages is outrageous. I don't know if there's any cases like that, but I'm just saying, like, the page number count has to be there. The quality of the art has to be there. The quality of the book just across the board has to be there for a $25 price point. And so I want to make sure that my book is up to that quality so I could charge $25 and not feel bad. Because at the end of the day, Ominus, whether I like it or not, is competing against this. How the fuck am I going to compete against? How am I going to compete against Ariel Presti and all these pages of great artwork? How am I going to compete against Graveyard Shift and all these great pages of artwork? No, these are big books. No, these are big books. And so my book is I'm aiming my first graphic novel to be this big. And so I have to bring the quality, it has to be there in terms of the artwork, in terms of the pages, in terms of the quality of the paper stock. I got to study all that crap. But yeah, so $25 is the price point where I'm going for, and I have to earn that. So hopefully I do. And yeah, so there's very little wiggle room, but we are full steam ahead. I'm not running away with the money. Unfortunately for you guys, I'm not running away with the money, and yeah, the books are going to get fulfilled. So the books are going to get fulfilled, and it's just a matter of days. We're just waiting for stuff to come in, and that's it. That's the news for Ominus. I would like to send you a link to share, but there's nothing for me to share. So that is it for Ominus updates. Get out of here. Now we got two more topics: cancel Netflix and Peru out of context. Let's see what people are saying. Hojo says, okay, going to drop by Saturday. Yeah, please do. Great show. Doug Baker says that was great hanging out with you. Yeah, hell yeah. It was fun. A lot of fun, man. Bay said, I had a similar conversation with Mandy Dale about Pitt with the cards. Yeah, there's also something there. There's something, some legal stuff going on there also. I don't know what conversations you've had with them, though, but I mean, it's something that you have to, I think it would be at least necessary to at least mention it to them. I don't know how they take it, though, but yeah. But I also had to clarify that it wasn't a raffle and wasn't officially linked to the IGG since that's against terms. Yeah, definitely. It says over half of the steel cards are done. Sweet. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please show us pics, Ben, if you have any of the work of the cards in production, because I would like to share that out. And TV government to bat. Yeah, now it's my sister's turn. She's coming up to bat, and I know she'll do a good job. We have already fulfilled a campaign per se. I've handed out free copies of the digital unrevised edition to those first 50 backers from a few years ago, and they have gotten their books. So my sister she's got experience now, so she knows how to package things. She knows how to mill it out. So she's got this. She knows what she's doing. So she'll be all right. I have full confidence in her, and I know she'll do great. And yeah, $25. I think 10 to 15 is fair for a short preview book. 25, 35 for a full book is also fair. Yeah, I want to go for that 25 because Eric July completely messed it up for all of us also because he put out a $35 price point book or a $45, I think at one point it was, for 90 something pages. Because we say, more pages usually equals more money, but I mean, you're not going to put out 96 pages of crap. When all you need is a good, nice, healthy 48 pages or 60 pages of Aaron Lepresti's artwork. Like you can't compare. So 96. That's just eccentric. 1,000 pages for $25, guys. Come and get it. 1,000,000 pages. No, come on. You gotta. I mean, the price for the pages is also connected to the quality of the art. 96 pages of crap does not equal 46 pages of Aaron Lepresti artwork or John Malin artwork or Ethan Vascarver artwork. It doesn't. So that right there is just you have to we have to take that into consideration. And then Base says, I will say it tripped me up when I first started backing because I thought $25 for a thick graphic novel was a standard. So I was getting 48 plus page books and then suddenly like a 24 pager. Yeah, that's the thing. So look for those price points because the justification for a $25 book is that there's a great artist tied to it. There's a lot of great content. You could also throw in extra material. And so, yeah, think about those things. Normally, those things are normally what justify the $25 price point. Unfortunately, for writers, it's really difficult to justify a $25 book just because certain writers attached to it. It's difficult, because at least for a first-time writer, it's really difficult. Yeah, because I don't think writers have the same kind of pull as an artist does when it comes to comics. I just don't think that. No cash grab here. No, not yet. It says make it 12 pages and print it on cardboard for thickness. Thick ass book. Yeah. So my sister's got it. She's got it. All right, good. So we got 2 more topics. Cancel Netflix. Peru out of context. If it says Peru, I'm gonna laugh. Cancel Netflix. All right. All right, let's take a look at what I got pinned for that. What I got bookmarked for that. Just give me a second. Oh, no, I gotta look for the bookmarks. Here we go, Elliot. All the time with you and your stupid bookmarks. Just give me a second. I didn't see some of this, so we're going to see some of this together. But there's controversy going out on the interwebs. Apparently, Elon Musk canceled his Netflix subscription. What is that all about? And we'll take a look. I'll show this video, and I'll be right back. I have a small bathroom emergency, so let's take a look at this.
It's cherry chip.
I don't see the necessity of having to do that on a kid's show. Crap. Why do they have to do that on a kid's show? Like, I don't see why that's the thing that you have to do. We also have this.
The park. It's me. I'm trans, Norma. And everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows. And being here, it's like a whole new place. I can just be Barney. And I can choose if and when I tell people. I've never been happier. And that's saying something when I spent today chased by terrifying zombie mascots. Pugsley reminded me how important it is to live your life without...
Don't fear, creator outlet. I spun the wheel. The topic is cancel Netflix. So we're going to take a look at why we must cancel Netflix. And these are shows that are currently doing the rounds on Netflix. So let's continue watching this. It's the wheel's fault. It's not mine.
Apology. So I think I gotta give living here a shot. Don't you?
You don't need my permission. I just wouldn't want Courtney as a roommate. We'll be the best of friends.
It's not the park. It's me. I'm trans, Norma. And everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows. And being here, it's like a whole new place.
It's Netflix's attempt at normalizing future shooters, future snipers They're gonna kill off our speakers. Fucking assholes. And just when you think it stops there, no, this is a never-ending ride. Let's check this shit out. Fucking A.
Everything okay, friend?
Oh, the last time I saw my grandma, I used a different name and pronouns.
Oh, God.
Discovered that Fred feels more like me.
Everything okay, friend?
Oh, the last time I saw my grandma, I used
I was supposed to be on mute when I said that.
pronouns. That was before I
Fucking
discovered
A.
that Fred feels more like me.
Everything okay, friend?
Oh, the last time I saw my grandma, I used a different name and pronouns. That was before I discovered that Fred feels more like me.
Different name and pronoun. And then it says hamburger. Fucking A. So yeah, so apparently the story is that we should cancel Netflix because Netflix is promoting all these kinds of ideas on their shows. And it must be said that the key word here is this: indoctrination. I am a parent, and I am in the process of raising a child, and I can tell you that what you tell a child, they will take with them, and they will take it as law. Like if you say the sky is supposed to be green, but today the sky is blue for some reason, they will literally believe that the sky is green and that for some reason today is blue. They are a sponge. They absorb everything and anything that you tell them. And so that's why we have to be extra careful with our youth, because we have to tell them what's right from wrong. We have to tell them what the correct message is and what, all these things. We have to prepare them for the world that's going to expose them to things like this. I'm not saying that what am I saying? But yeah, basically what I'm just saying is that just be very careful. And so Netflix wants to take advantage of this, and they want to use shows that kids watch, mostly or in cases where kids watch this alone, and they want to put these subversive messages in there so that slowly but surely these kids start thinking in their mind, oh no, it's perfectly fine for these kinds of things to happen. And then when they see people saying the opposite, when they see and they come across a Charlie Kirk, they're going to think, oh man, I got to eliminate this guy because this guy doesn't think the way I think. No, so I'm not going to cancel my Netflix. I'm not. I'm going to be very careful with what I watch and what I expose my daughter to. But this whole campaign of canceling Netflix, of canceling this and canceling that, I did it. I did it way back in, when was it? 2022? When they told us to cancel Netflix because of Cuties. Yeah, they were doing the movie Cuties, and they said cancel it because they're showing full on what is it? Pedophile shit. No, because they got the girls. They were dressed up in scantily clad clothing. They were scantily clad. I think that's the word. I think that's how you use it. And yeah, so cancel Netflix. And so we canceled Netflix, and we just said, forget this. We're not going to support Netflix. We're not going to support Disney. We're not going to support any of this crap. And we're going to just completely go the other way with this and not do any of this crap. No, so we did that. And hold on. Oops. I don't want to share that. I want to share this. So we did that. We canceled our Netflix subscription. We canceled our Disney Plus subscription. Canceled it. But then it was like 2-3 years afterwards. It must have been like last year for me. It must have been like last year, maybe a year and a half ago. We had nothing to watch. We had nothing to do. So we decided, fuck it, put it back on. Let's get Disney back on. We put Disney Plus back on, put Netflix back on, and we've been enjoying it. We've been what we've been doing differently in this case, though, is just be very, very careful with all of the content that's out there, because some of it may have some of these messages, some of it may not. Some of it just may be good stuff out there to watch and good entertaining stuff, and so just be careful. I think the correct call would be just to pay more attention to what is out there so that you can protect your kids from it. No, because me in my case, I'm not going to cancel Netflix, but don't think that because I don't cancel Netflix that I'm going to start condoning this crap, because I'm not, and I don't condone any of this crap. So I'm just going to be careful. This show, for example, Coco Melon or whatever this stuff is from, my daughter's not watching that, and I'm not going to condone any of that crap. So I would, just ask you just to be careful with what you show, because if I am to cancel my Netflix subscription, I'm going to miss out on this. Let's check this out. And I'm going to watch it. Yes, I mean, I just think you have to be very careful with what you're going to show your kids. I think that's the lesson to be had here. Crap, sorry. I keep hearing stuff, and I always think that this is what I'm sharing, and it's not always the case. But yeah, so just be very careful with what you're sharing with your kids. Just be very alert, because they're going to find any kind of way to try to send their message to your kids, and you are the barrier. Now, you have to protect your kids from all that stuff out there. No, so let's take a look at the chat, see what you guys are saying. It's Satan. No, I'm assuming that Apex is saying Satan. No, it says Satan must be gay. Burn. I'm going to cancel my Netflix. Yeah, if you're going to cancel it, all the more power to you if you do that. I'm not going to tell you not to. If you feel that you have to cancel it, it's your decision and right, obviously, no. But I'm just giving another point of view, and in my case, I'm not, because I get a lot of entertainment from Netflix. But I just have to be more. I would consider just being more careful with what you expose your children to. No, but yeah, great, awesome. If you cancel, awesome. It says the world needs Jesus Christ more than ever. Heck yes. Netflix has fucking defund Netflix. Gotta help Eric July's baby. We did not see a trailer to Eric July's baby, by the way. Castle, yeah. Whatever you guys decide is best for you guys is great. I approve whatever you guys approve of. Master Robin, what's going on? I think this is the first time I see you in the chat. He says streaming services across the board would be better if you could block whatever shows you. That would be amazing. That would be amazing, but would they do that? Because there's money to be made in those shows, and I don't know. Would that be possible? That would be great if you could. I'm doing this because my congested AF. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but congested as a mother right now. And then it says the keyword is subversion. That is very true. TV is not. That is very. Pity Ma speaks truth here. She says TV is not a babysitter, and parents need to watch what the kids watch. Yeah, excellent. Apex agrees. Noxie says my Netflix has been canceled since Castlevania decided to put Alucard in bed with another dude. Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, we initially canceled with the whole Gina Carano thing. When she got fired from Mandalorian, canceled that Disney. When I saw Cuties, I think it was. No, or before that, I canceled Netflix. But then I came right back to it like about a year or so later. And so I was like, yeah, it's just a matter of deciding what shows to expose your kids to. You know? And Max Ramen says, I just let my kids watch all the shows I watched as a kid. Yeah, definitely. That's great. I tried doing that with my daughter, but she doesn't like any of the crap that I show her. She doesn't like anything. She's got all her new shows. There's these new personalities on TV, especially YouTube. You know? I want to cancel Netflix because I can't share my PSW. Classic shows. I love YouTube. YouTube, you're free. I did cancel it around. Haven't got it back yet. Yeah. Awesome stuff, man. Good willpower. Frankenstein. Oh, yes. Del Toro. His Pinocchio was excellent. Sweet. I haven't seen that, but I've heard from a lot of people that is great. I'll take a look at it. I would keep Netflix to watch Frankenstein. Gotta bounce, y'all. Yeah, take care, TV. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up in just a little bit also here. Watch Frankenstein. Great show. Thank you. Yeah, wait. There's one more thing. And if we cancel Netflix, you're also going to miss out on this. Let's take a look at this. Take a look at that imagery. Man impersonating woman. Boom. Monster. That's what it is. That's what it is. I said it. And it's on Netflix. So I would recommend.
Hi, I'm Dana.
No, I don't want to see it. I don't want to show you my. I'm a poor. In case you guys didn't know, I'm a poor. And so you see commercials every now and then on my stuff. But yeah, it's on Netflix. So I mean, you're going to cancel your Netflix subscription and miss out on those great shows. Yeah, I keep it. I'm going to watch Ed Gein and I'm going to watch Frankenstein. I'm going to enjoy it. I just found out also today that Christian Bale is going to be Frankenstein, so that's going to be amazing. And Noxie says, this guy inspired Psycho, right? Yeah, from what I heard, yes, he inspired Psycho and also Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So that whole thing was inspired by Ed Gein. The guy killed people, made leotards, I think you could say, with out of their skin, made suits, and as you can see, they wore it. So all kinds of crazy stuff, no. So yeah, so cancel your Netflix if you think it's necessary. If not, then I mean, I personally won't hate you for it because I'm not. I'm going to continue watching Netflix. I'm just not going to watch some of those shows that promote some of that stuff we don't like. You know? So, all right. So let's see the last one, the last topic. What are we going to get? What will the wheel decide? I'm going to share this with you guys. I thought it was really funny. I hope you guys think it's funny, but we'll see. We'll see what you guys think. And then I will wrap the show up right there. So Peru out of context. Let me bring some of this stuff up. Just to give you some. Wait, I'll tell you in just a moment because you have to see the video first. Trying to find a longer video. All right. You guys are probably not going to understand a word that these people are saying, but just take a look at the what's going on, right? Just take a look at what's going on. And please don't hate me for this. Or if you want to hate me, yeah, hate me. It's okay. I can't do anything. But I thought this was the funniest thing. All right, let's take a look.
Bobo, sos un bobo. Todavía lo estoy esperando a Jordi Reina, a Jordi Reina. No, porque él no se equivoca nunca. Gorosito es el único que se equivoca. Él no se equivoca nunca. Por favor, chicos. Hay que decir las cosas. ¡Basta! Pero cómprate ropa, piojoso de mierda. Cómprate ropa. Ni ropa tienes, cómprate ropa. Cómprate ropa.
Ya me dispararon ya.
Bobo, sos un bobo. Para mí sos un ensobrado. No te voy a decir hasta la
Tú eres puneño.
¡Puneño! ¡Eres alemán! ¡Puneño! Ahí está puneño. El alemán, míralo. El alemán con esa cara de guapo. Puneño, no le mientas al país, Puneño.
Con el respeto que se merece la gente que vive en Puno, carajo.
Just a bit longer, just a bit longer. One second.
Cuando me pare, corta, No me jodas. Ya sabes que cuando me pare, corta,
No se joda la gente de Puno.
These are supposedly Peruvian journalists.
No, aguante, no, tranquilos acá. No, muchachos.
¿Qué quieres amenazarme?
No, Chevaristo,
¿Qué quieres amenazarme? ¿Qué quieres amenazarme? Anda nomás, ¿Quieres amenazarme? ¿Aquí vienes a amenazarme? ¿Aquí me vas a amenazar?
Chico, ya,
¿Quieres
no,
amenazarme?
Chevaristo.
No. ¿Quieres amenazarme? ¿Aquí vienes a amenazarme? ¿Aquí me vas a amenazar?
Chico, ya,
¿Quieres
no, Chevaristo.
¿Aquí me vas a amenazar?
Chico, ya,
¿Quieres
no,
amenazar?
Chevaristo.
Qué bonito. Well, yeah, I thought that was the funniest thing ever. These are two supposedly Peruvian journalists, and they were having an argument. There was a soccer team. These are supposedly sports journalists, and there was a Peruvian soccer team that was competing in an international sporting event. The Peruvian team got eliminated, and the two guys that are on the right side of the screen, they were in favor of the team, and then the two guys on the left side of the team, they were like bashing the team, like that team sucks. What would you expect? They suck, whatever. And apparently the guy didn't like what was being said, and he just came back and hit the guy. And I just thought that was funny. Yeah, because we have moments like this all the time in Peruvian culture and Peruvian society. So it's I thought it was funny, and yeah, I mean it's I say journalists because anybody in Peru can be a journalist per se. No, it's not something that you have to really study years on end to get a title or to get a degree and then work with that. It's not the case. No, so anybody can be a journalist. So when you just let anyone on the show and just do whatever they want, this is some of the behavior that happens on the show. And so I just thought it was funny. They just went straight to fighting. And yeah, so that was the Peruvian out of context show today, and yeah, a lot of great stuff. So yeah, that has been it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Peruvian journalist. It's nothing. They're not. It's not a serious job title, in my opinion, because anybody with a microphone, like for example, I am a nobody, and I have a YouTube show. I'm not going to walk around saying I'm an entertainer, or or I'm going to like, or I'm a journalist, or no, I'm just a guy on YouTube commenting about different things. I have no certification qualities merits to say that what I say about anything is what should be taken as something serious. No, I don't have that kind of quality like that, qualifications like that. So I mean, I'm just keep it real. No, you're just a commentator. You're just a commentator. No, so but no, there's some people that they want to take the journalism thing serious when they're not journalists, and then they put on these kinds of behaviors and they act that way, and so you can't take it for serious. No, so I just thought it was funny. And so yeah, que bonito says puto cadabra coña reminds me of my Thanksgiving dinners. You're the bomb. You're the bomb. And great to see you, Great Cloudy. Good to see you, man. Thank you very much for stopping by. And so yeah, that has been it for this week's Ominous show. I'm going to be back. Hold on, let me check this. I'm going to be back next week. Yeah, I'm going to be back next week. So 1 week from now. So the news that I have to report next week should be that we started fulfillment. So that should be the thing for next week. So I will see you guys next week, Thursday, at this exact same time, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please like, subscribe, and share the video out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I stream every Thursday. 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please be sure to check out for that. And what else was I going to say? That's it. So I will see you guys next week. You guys be safe. Have a great one. Yeah, and don't forget to back Black Riding Hood 2, back Fenbot. Those are the two books that we promoted today. Check out John Malin's work. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Check it out on replay. You two have a wonderful day. Great Cloudy. Great to see you, man. And I will do my dismount with this outro. You guys be safe. Take care.